We got this question from our friend who is 18 years old. He's been living in the United States since 1999, so he's been here for quite some time, but he committed some crimes of sort, and now he's being deported back to his country of El Salvador. Now, being 18 years old and having lived most of his growing life here in the US, he's got friends and family, and his entire life is rooted in his home. And now, because of a breach, because he fucked up somehow, he's getting kicked out and he needs to go back to El Salvador. He says, my life is falling apart. He's even thought about committed suicide. He says, I'm not even strong enough to do it. I have guilt over the pain I caused my loved ones. I'm going to leave them and I'm going to be hurt. My question to you, Elliott, is this. Under these horrible circumstances, what is the most valuable thing that I could hold on to mentally and physically? Now, a couple things. The very first one is this. This is the harsh reality of life, and receive it, but receive it without resistance, because it is life. You make your bed and you sleep in it all the time. What you reap is what you've sown. It's just that way. You did something and this is the result. It was bound to catch up to you. Whatever you're doing, there's going to be an equal but opposite reaction. It's physics, motherfucker. So you made your bed, now you gotta sleep in it. Just be okay with that. Take responsibility for that. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Feel empowered by the fact that you are a creator in your life. You're a manifester of circumstances. You did something and you made something happen. Now, there are unconscious undercurrents causing you to do these things that are causing this circumstance. So we might want to explore what's going on character-wise, psychologically, spiritually, what's going on inside you to make you make these choices. But take responsibility, my friend, whether you are cognizant of why you make these choices or not, you're making these choices, and eat the pie that comes with it. Be with that. Don't judge yourself, because the next step here is going to be explore yourself. I'll talk to you about that in a moment. Don't judge yourself, because my man, you don't even know yourself. If you're making choices that are giving you results that you don't like, it means you don't know yourself. Someone else, there's a demon in you that's making choices, and then you're like, what the fuck happened? I know better. I don't know why I keep making these mistakes. I'm so stupid. And then the bad thing happens, and there's more resistance. You gotta get over that immature Mickey Mouse baby bullshit. Grow up. Made your bed, now sleep in it. Man the fuck up. Get deported like a man. Wipe your fucking tears and blow your nose. Alright? And I don't say that to kick you in your ass. I say that because you need to stand on your feet. You're 18 years old. You're gonna be a man. Take responsibility, bruh. Okay? That's first. Number two, what a lot of people say, yeah, adults say shit. That's why my videos are so long, because I don't just say shit. I explain, right? A lot of you ADD motherfuckers can't watch me more than 10 minutes, more than 5 minutes. You don't belong here. I'm not talking to you. So I'm going to explain. A lot of adults will say, well, what did you learn from the circumstances, right? What did you learn from your mistake, they say. Now, that's a very, it's a loaded question, but typically comes from a superficial sentiment, and the answer usually is superficial. So you're gonna learn, well, I learned not to sell drugs in front of police officers. Well, isn't that nice? That's something you did. I learned not to carry guns into government buildings. Oh, that's something you do. I learned not to beat up my girlfriends. Again, that's something you're doing. So the thing that the person's doing isn't what they learned. Now they may be remorseful for the choice. Right? I shouldn't go around beating women and selling drugs in hot areas, right? But that's like stupid logistical stuff. That's stupid logistics. What you really need to come to learn are what your weaknesses are. You know, I've learned that I'm very impressionable. I listen to rap music that's all about beating women and selling drugs. Not that it always is. I happen to like a lot of rap music. But I envision these ideas of selling drugs and having jewelry and being a pimp when I hear this music. And it beds itself into my consciousness and I start dressing and talking and behaving in this way. By golly, I learned that I'm a follower. I'm impressionable. That's what you learned. You didn't learn don't sell drugs in front of officers and don't beat your girlfriend. You learned that you're an impressionable motherfucker. Now that you learn that you're impressionable, because it could be a million other things. It could mean that you're a coward. Oh, you're a coward. You won't face up. You won't stand in the face of certain challenge. There's something that you need to man up to that you keep cowering away from. And in your cowardice, you end up making these choices. But then when someone asks you what you did, what'd you learn? It's about the choices you made. Nah, motherfucker, it's because you're a coward. Always go to virtues. Always go to character. Always go to who you're not being or who you're being. Because then you can work on it. Because now if you know you're impressionable, that's one. It's very important. Because I know I'm impressionable. I'm not going to deny it. I own every piece of me. I'm highly impressionable. But that's why I'm very, very, very diligent about what I put into my consciousness. Certain things I don't watch, certain things I don't, environments I don't allow myself to get engaged with, certain relationships I don't get engaged with. Do you see? And I do it not because I judge those things as bad, evil, I don't want to be around, but because I'm impressionable and they're going to fuck up my head. I need a pretty strong head for the things that I'm doing. I'm living a big game here. You want to live a big game, you got to figure yourself out and you got to start dealing with yourself objectively. If you know you're fearful, get very clear about what you're fearful about, why you're making choices about in your life based on that fear, and then face that fucking fear. It always boils down to fear, just different manifestations of it. So baby boy, what are you afraid of? Right? What scares you? Right? Because there's something scaring you that's making you do the stupid things that you're doing. Right? Maybe you're afraid of lack in safety and security, and you don't believe that you have the skills or the character to earn money in a resourceful way because everybody doesn't like you. The white man is my enemy. He's the oppressor. Well, that's a story you're telling yourself based on a fear that you have, based on probably no experience at all. What TV has told you and media has told you. I don't know, I'm just making this shit up, but I'm guessing. Because most of y'all don't have no experiences. All your ideas come from what other people told you, from the music you listen to, and the videos you watch, and the movies you watch. A lot of you have no ideas of your own. You have no experiences. But yet you hold on to these ideologies and you let them rule you. So that bullshit ass fear is causing you not to sack up, pay taxes, and be an upstanding, resourceful citizen in this country. So maybe you do need to get your ass kicked out until you start telling yourself better stories about empowerment instead of fear. You see? Now I'm just making this up, but perhaps. It always comes back to your core values, your core virtues. Get in touch with what you value, see where your virtues are lacking, and build yourself up from the inside out. Done.